So Jay-Z, guys, is finally breaking his silence on the entire lawsuit saga of Ramir, his alleged son. He's put out some quotes via his team through US Weekly with an exclusive, and Jay-Z is not having it at all. He's not having it at all. Jay-Z fired back, guys, at the man claiming to be a secret son for his fabricated allegations and asked a federal judge to intervene. According to court documents obtained by US, Jay-Z called the recent federal lawsuit brought by Ramir as just the latest in Satterthwaite and his caregivers' decades-long harassment of him. The fabricated allegations and claims have been addressed and rejected in multiple other courts, and Satterthwaite's continued harassment of Jay-Z and disregard of those has already resulted in a contempt order, is the quote. Jay-Z said he only learned about Satterthwaite's new lawsuit, Ramir, on June 3rd. He asked the court for additional time to put together his official response. His lawyer argued that Jay-Z will be irreparably prejudiced without additional time to evaluate and prepare his response to the complaint. The Roc Nation founder's attorney said they contacted Satterthwaite's caregiver to request additional time to respond, but she hung up on him instead. Ramir, 31, filed the federal lawsuit against Jay-Z on May the 6th. The case, filed without a lawyer, accusing music mogul attempting to keep him silent about Jay-Z being his father. Jay-Z is the biological father of Ramir, his complaint alleged. Ramir claimed his mother, Wanda, had relationships with Jay-Z in the 1990s. He said his mother is now deceased, and he said he has been cared by his godmother, who has faced unrelenting efforts by Jay-Z and his enablers to suppress the truth and silence those who dared to speak it. Ramir explained he filed paternity suits against Jay-Z, but they were absolutely dismissed. Ramir claims the mogul and his team committed fraud upon multiple counts, misrepresented facts, and exploited legal systems in multiple jurisdictions to suppress Ramir's paternity and prevent legal accountability. So Jay-Z is basically calling this completely fabricated allegations, and it's decades-long harassment, he continues to say, and he goes on to say that it's been rejected in multiple courts and that it's actually been held in contempt because he also states that he will be irreparably prejudiced without additional time to evaluate and prepare his response to the complaint. So he's prepping, and he said that this is a lie, this is harassment, he's been harassing me for so long, and then he only came to knowledge of this lawsuit on June the 3rd when Ramir filed it May 6th, I believe, roughly a month before. So Jay-Z is very much aware of this. He's putting out statements to say that this is all a bunch of BS. I'm not this man's father. I don't know you. You don't need to call Maury because he ain't gonna fix us either. I'm not your father. Leave me alone. Go away from me with this. That's basically what Jay-Z is coming to say. I'm shocked that he actually gave a response, but I feel like this is happening because it's gaining large PR. People are speaking about it. The biggest musician, and one of the biggest, I believe, has just spoken about it herself, Nicki, talking about the fact that this man looks like Jay-Z. So I feel like he's feeling the pressure. If it's not financial lawsuits being whacked left and right, or Desiree Perez and what she's going through, it's now this whole situation with Ramir, and Ramir is not letting go of this conversation. He's driving 100 miles an hour, putting the foot on the pedal on this gas, and he wants answers. So Jay-Z is preparing stuff, so we're going to see what that response is going to be in the next couple of weeks. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. Daily and consistent. And let's get straight into this video where Derek Dixon is speaking up against Tyler Perry, guys, and once again, I told him, no, stop, and I don't want this, he said, talking to the Hollywood Reporter. But he wasn't stopping. He just told me to relax and let it happen, and that he wasn't going to hurt me. Dixon claimed he had gone over to the studios and head home to discuss his losing it pilot. However, the two men began drinking and then the alleged essay occurred. He told me to give him a good night hug, and as I did, he abruptly and forcibly pulled down my underwear and groped my behind. When I tried to pull my underwear back up, he grabbed my wrist to keep me from putting them back on, and I couldn't believe what was happening. In an attempt to escape, Derek told the Hollywood Reporter he diverted the conversation by saying that he didn't want to do anything and that he was hungry, which led to them eating a pizza. The ruthless alum alleged to the outlet that once he was back in the guest house, he locked himself in the bathroom and he fell asleep on the floor. The alleged shocking incident was not the first time Dixon claimed that Perry assaulted him. As described in his lawsuit, Joy Ridge actor has alleged that Tyler Perry star first crossed the line in January 2020. Perry climbed into the bed with me and began rubbing my thigh. I immediately jumped out of bed and said, "I'm not that sexual," and stood up until he left the room. I thought that my reaction made it clear that night that I was simply not interested. Dixon also shared several text messages where Tyler said, "Let someone hold you and make love to you. This is why people, especially men, don't come forward," he told the Hollywood Reporter, but eventually I couldn't stay silent anymore. He apparently is receiving a lot of death threats. backlash, a mix of hate and love, and he's just come to do an updated response via Hollywood Reporter. But this is a reminder that everything that is going on with Tyler Perry and Derek Dixon is still at large. The lawsuit has not been settled. The man does not want to settle, and I believe that the Hollywood Reporter obviously are speaking to him, weighing in more public PR pressure, which is something that Tyler Perry simply does not want. Moving on swiftly, guys, there's been an updated conversation on Kanye West where the ex-assistant basically says that she was completely violated by this man. Kanye's former personal assistant is piling on more serious allegations. Now she's accusing him of SA along with a bunch of other horrible stuff. She accuses Kanye of assault, SA, and also trafficking and false imprisonment. She says that during a business trip, they were staying at a hotel in San Fran where they were breaking ground on Ye's new Donda school, and Kanye started making unwanted advances. She says that she tried to rebuff Kanye, but he kissed her and asked questions about what her V was like. She says she's again tried to fend him off, but it was to no avail, claiming things took a dark turn at a writing session for a new album. Kanye apparently stroked himself and touched her V before falling asleep mid-sentence as he was talking to her. He then showed up to her room and demanded she let him use her shower before pushing his way through the door. Kanye shoved her onto the bed, pinned her down, and forced his pee into her mouth. She says she begged and pleaded for Kanye to stop and froze in shock and fear. She says Kanye eventually stopped, apologized to her, and walked out of the room. So these are new updated allegations that she's come forth with against him. And so yet again, guys, when it comes to these men, the power, the ego, the money, they all can't be lying. These people that are coming forward, they all can't be lying. So Kanye West is facing very similar allegations to P. Diddy, and it's not surprising to me that Kanye is supporting Diddy, attending court sessions, wanting to do albums with him and Diddy's sons, because these birds basically flock together. They fly together, guys. Now, Diddy's daughters are facing backlash themselves for their new clothing live 1221. A content creator, fashion designer has come out to say that they basically have stolen the name, and she's put out a TikTok. Now, I don't believe that the Combs daughters actually have stolen the name. I'm not a big fan of Diddy's children, but I think that in this particular stance, I think that, the names are just similar. Diddy's daughters put out the name as 1221 because I believe it's their birthday date, and I think that they hold some kind of, memorable for them. So I don't believe that they were doing this, and I believe it's just a coincidence. But this woman has gone viral, accumulating nearly 3 million views, and people are agreeing with her or are disagreeing with her. So I don't know what your thoughts are on this conversation. So much is happening, guys. But I feel like every other week I'm saying that because since Cat Williams made that interview, it's basically been non-stop, baby. It's been non-stop. October 3rd is the day for P. Diddy sentencing. That to me is even bigger than the verdict. Yeah, the verdict shocked us, but I feel like the verdict was big. The bail hearing was big, but the sentencing that day is the biggest, I feel like, in my opinion, because we're going to know what this man gets. The judge might be pissed and could give him 10 years, or in my opinion, he can get 2 to 4 years. We don't know which way that this is going to go, to be honest with you, because we know the judge is not really happy with Diddy's team inside and etc., and especially with what the jurors said, that can easily affect what the judge might say in this stance. So this is all very interesting. Now, Justin Bieber himself, guys, has announced randomly he is putting out a surprise album. That's what a surprise is. This Friday, called Swag. So it's coming out in 24 hours. He's put up posters all over, and he's got several artists, and the cover is him and his child, and I believe Hailey's promoting it as well. So there's been really no interviews, no rollout, nothing. Yeah, I get it, it's a surprise album, but clearly this man doesn't have a stronger team as he did before. But does Justin even need a stronger team? I don't think so. I feel like he can do this on his own. He can easily get a number one. He is Justin Bieber, and I feel like he definitely will be very successful depending on what this sound is, because those teasers he was giving us a couple of months ago were absolutely not it. So I feel like this album could be very interesting considering the artists that he has on it, and I feel like it is going to be successful. Where this album has come from, I don't know. He has settled his differences with I forgot that guy's name, his ex manager who's managed Taylor and had issues with her and Ariana. He settled his differences with that guy, and so I think that is this all a coincidence? He settled those differences. Now he's going to come out with this album, which he probably needs to do to make his own money, because he just spent a lot of money to settle differences. So I'm here for it. I want to know what this album is going to say. I'm probably going to do some kind of Justin album review tomorrow with Swag when it comes out in 24 hours. Do subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe. Murad Nation, join Murad Nation. notification, become a marauder. I appreciate the love and support from you guys every single day. It's daily and consistent on this channel. We don't stop. 24/7 news is coming out. God willing, we will continue, and you'll see me tomorrow filming videos. Do subscribe, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video. Oh Lord, we ran through topics.